We gotta talk.
This video is brought to you by the Spider Combat Arena. Support the Kickstarter today.
Oh my goodness. So I know many of you have probably seen this viral clip of this woman talking about if you make 50K, then you shouldn't be dating. That, hey, you can take a woman on 22 walks in the park, but eventually shorty's gonna want a sip to drink.
So if you're making $50,000, don't date. I'm just being for real. You're not ready to date.
Again, I'm with you when
You're not ready to date. You're not ready to date because courtship costs.
Okay.
Everything costs.
Okay.
You can go for 22 walks in the park. Eventually, shorty is gonna need a sip of something. She gonna be thirsty.
She then goes on to say that, hey, you should get a bottom of the barrel woman who's okay with you being broke. But unfortunately, what's gonna happen, you're gonna get tired because she's not gonna push you to be the man that you need to be.
Any expendable cash, don't date. And whatever that looks like for you, you might only make 50,000, but you live in a shoe. And now you got expendable cash. Or get you a bottom of the barrel bitch that's gonna date you when you have no money. If she doesn't have that expectation, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, enjoy it while it lasts because eventually you're gonna wanna run. Because she doesn't stretch you. She doesn't make you the man that you need to become. She allows you to be this stagnant dude in the same jeans for days. You know what I'm saying?
Now, this, of course, has caused a stir within the community, all right? Within Black Twitter, within many of these individuals. And I, for one, have to disagree, okay? Now, I'm not gonna hold the fact that this woman was selling her body for money. I'm not gonna hold that against her, okay? That she labeled it as sugaring. I'm not gonna do that. What I will do, first things first. If you are looking for a conservative man, because many of these women talk about, I want a man to provide and everything, let me just tell you something about a conservative man, essentially the avatar of what these women say that they want. If you want someone like that, do you know what that requires? If you want to be the housewife, because that's what you're considering yourself to be, guess what? I'm gonna ask you, what's your relationship with your father? What's your relationship with your mother? That's what I'm gonna ask you right off the bat, okay? I'm gonna judge you off of how you dress. Are you conservative with your dress, or are you being a little, you being a little too much with it because you wanna show out and show off? All of this is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna look at how you respond to questions. Are you pushed back? Are you standoffish? Are you hesitant? Or do you keep good eye contact? I'm gonna give you scenarios. Hey, if my children, yes, children, are screaming and crying and they say they wanna go to the park, but we just took them to the park and they acted out, what do? How would you handle that situation? What are some morning dishes that you provide that you're gonna make for me? That's how it's gonna work, okay? I'm just letting you know, boo-boo, that's how that's gonna work. Now, I can almost guarantee most women aren't ready for that discussion. Most women aren't ready for that conversation, but yet they keep on trying to advise other women and other men on what to do. How are you going to advise someone if first off, you don't have a man, secondly, you've been slanging your body for money, and thirdly, girl, if you don't stop playing, I'm sick and tired of hearing these men and women who know nothing about nothing, giving advice to other people. And it's leading them astray. And that's why it's so important that the vet program is coming out. I know I said the 14th, but I'm trying to deal with the Spider Combat Kickstarter and everything. Give me some time. It's gonna be fire. Because I think a lot of these men, they need some guidance. A lot of these women need some guidance as well. Let me just say this, 50K, it does not matter how much you are making, because some of these women want to talk about, oh, you need to get you a bottom of the barrel woman. Here's the thing. That man, listen what I'm saying, okay? Not male, man. Y'all conflate the two. Those are two different things. That man who may be having this, 9 to 5, not high paying job, he more than likely, 99.9% of the time, has ambition. That's what he has. And that bottom of the barrel girl sees that. That's correct. And she's going to stick with him because she knows that he is going places. While the rest of you, you say deuces. I don't want to get with you. You can't take me here. You can't take me there. She'll stick it out because she's know, oh, there's something here. This is an investment. And sure enough, when he does make it, and he will, she knows that all this time it's going to pay off in dividends. That's what's going to happen. It's going to pay off in dividends because want to know something? Someone who makes a certain amount of money as a man, one thing that we have to be wary of are the gold diggers. One thing you have to be wary of are women who just want to get with you because of what you can provide for them. They'll divorce you and say deuces. So one person that they would probably have faith in is a person that was with them from when they had nothing. One person that they will have their trust in is a person when they were with them when they had nothing. Now that they have everything, they can provide them the lifestyle. I want you to understand, a man who loves you wants to get you everything you want. That's what you don't understand. He wants to do that. He may not be in the position or the situation economically, financially to do that, but he will. Okay? He eventually will. Some of you women can't see that, and that's fine. Because as I say, there are socks and there is wifey. I don't care what this sock has to say. If you are a man, if you are looking for a wife, right, you don't concern yourself with what a sock has to say. Now, here's the thing. Will a man get with a sock every once in a while? 100%, but they will not put a ring on it because they know you are a sock. And you don't put socks on rings. A sock, what is a sock's purpose? It's to have something inside of it. That's it. You are a benefit to my foot, okay? And once you start getting too many holes in it, I take you off and throw you away and replace you with another one. Now, it takes a man to understand that. She's just something nice to look at. Nothing. Now, in a heartbeat, we would trade you socks for something of value, okay, for something of quality, because I think many people are trying to interchange those two words. I've heard high value man, high value woman all the time, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that's of value that's worthless. Okay, so I would consider myself a high quality man. And as a high quality man, what you in search of? You in search of a high quality woman. Do not conflate value with quality. Those aren't the same thing. Now she brings up a point that courtship costs. Listen, courtship doesn't cost that much. Courtship doesn't cost that much because you have to understand when someone is truly in love with you, it's not about the drink in your hand, right? It's not about the venue that you're at. It's about sharing experiences with that significant other. Now, these women, many of these women are hurt, okay? Many of these women are extremely hurt and they come from, problematic upbringings. Now, as a man, I unfortunately cannot deal with that. I understand you may have luggage, but some of that luggage ain't going in the trunk. Not this trunk. You got to go somewhere else because you have to understand if you are a man, a high quality man, there are certain things you're going to have to filter for because you live a certain lifestyle. And despite her wanting to be a part of that lifestyle, she does not qualify. Okay? She may have access to you, but she does not qualify for the experience. It's as simple as that. Just because you have access to go to the Mercedes-Benz dealership does not mean you qualify to get the vehicle. You can look around. They may even allow you to test drive it. You're not going home with it, boo-boo. You're not going home with it. So many of these women, they test drive a certain lifestyle and then they don't go home with it because you don't qualify for it. You just don't have the qualities, the attributes, the skills that are needed for the wife that many of these high quality men are looking for. It just is what it is. And so what happens is you become bitter and you usually end up getting cats. It's the same thing for many of these men out there who think that all the women are hoes and everything. All the women are socks. No, pimping, all the women you've dealt with. That's what you have to understand. Quality knows quality. So the last thing quality is going to do is waste their time on some riffraff. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It's not going to happen. That's why many of these men and women have certain experiences because game knows game and you looking kind of unfamiliar. Now, for the men out there, as you wait for the vet program, may I suggest you get this book, okay? This book will help you and guide you in the meantime, between time, until the vet program releases from the socks, okay? And the book is The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. That's what it is. Now, listen, I know if you are not a black man or you're not a black woman, whatever it is, whatever you're looking for, this is a great Great beginner's manual for many of you men out there. And you can see I already have tabs and everything. I've written this. But let's go over just a few rules of what it means to find a good black woman. Number 1, she is attentive and a good listener. Number 2, she enjoys going partying, but has an equally good time at home. Number 3, she will have a strong spiritual commitment that helps her distinguish between right and wrong. Number 4, she will be partially modest in her style of dress. Number 5, she will like babies and children and include them in her life. Number 6, she enjoys cooking and preparing special meals or treats for the black man. Now I could go on, but right there, right off the bat, that disqualifies a whole bunch of you women. Just like that. It's almost if I Thanos a good percentage of the population. Okay? Now, it is your job as a man to make sure you do not get with the sock. And it's your job as a man to be able to distinguish the sock from wifey. And if you can't do that, pimping, you're going to have a rough time out in these streets. I'm just letting you know. And it's going to be even worse when you get money. Okay? Because a lot of you mofos complain about gold diggers and don't have any gold. Now, can you imagine when you get some gold, you are going to be a sucker. I'm letting you know you're going to be a target. There's going to be a target on your head because you don't know anything about anything. And you get a pair of TNA in front of you, and that mofo, she will drain your bank account. And then you'll be wondering, what happened? Where did everything go? That's where it went. It went to another man who he got you to have her buy him a PS6. That's what it went to. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, look, I agree. She can't, if you have 50K, you can't do anything, all right? You can't have dates and everything. You can't really even have fun with 50K. Or if you happen to believe and understand, listen, it's not about the monies. Monies comes and goes, okay? All these high-paying jobs, okay, you work for someone, and in some cases, you will get fired. It just is what it is. So it's not about the money, it's about the person. You want to know the difference between one dude and a man? Is that you can put these people in the same situation, fire them both. The man will have another job or will create one. All right, where the dude, he'll be up the creek without a paddle. That's the difference, okay? That is the difference, and you need to recognize that difference when it comes to women. Some of these women, like I said, are socks. You don't put rings on socks. You don't treat socks like shoes. You don't treat socks like a PS5 controller. You treat a sock like a sock because that's what she was put on this planet to do. And you don't treat wifey like a sock. All right? You don't treat sock like wifey. You don't treat wifey like a sock. It's not that hard, bro. It's really not that hard. Look out for the vet program. It's coming. But in the meantime, I highly suggest you get this. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree, well, you're in luck because today's disagreement day. Simply held Friday through Sunday. There'll be a number on screen. You call in. We duke it out. We'll have civil discourse. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing. Just like that. It's almost if I Thanos a good percentage of the population.